I had to cut out last episode because of the fact that my power went out. But I'm back. All right, it's time to finish off this little short episode. Then I'm gonna make another video today. Hold on a second, guys. All right, it's time to get back into it.
Welcome you to Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte. We're in quarter number 2, and it's the Lions who are in possession of the football.
Jimmy Graham had the 1,000-yard mark.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The tackle by Matthew Ioannidis. On 2nd down, Swift. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They'll run here with Ingram. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets them down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
And again, it's Ingram. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. 3 tight ends up front here, 3rd and goal. They'll run with Swift. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift as the first half is winding down. And the Lions would extend their lead here just before halftime. Lutz good on the extra point. And it's now 21-7. So that drive spans 13 plays, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Kicks it on the ground with a squib, taken around the 28. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, and not much time, we'll see how they play this. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. Some great games coming up on Sunday.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. And the Panthers ready to go back to work to start the third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
A first down throw for Mayfield. And completes it once more to Anderson. And he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Throwing, Mayfield. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy. And the Lions are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. He finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they give up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
And he fires one, but incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the 2nd half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Carolina getting set to take the field. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this 2nd half. On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. That's complete out right to the tight end, Trimble. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
Nice idea, nice concept there. Line him up on the left side of the formation. Let him sneak his way across. Coming back underneath. Put it in his hands. Let him get a few more yards after the catch, too.
Great way to utilize a tight end on the drag route. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Derek Barnes gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Mayfield's throw is caught here by Anderson. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Mayfield. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hubbard. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll give this to Hubbard running right. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the 1st half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw here into the hands of Moore. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 22-yard line. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Devin Bush driving in and picking up the sack. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And he'll just get rid of it. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. A big play there for Detroit.
It's amazing that my top wide receivers are
a real field flipper there. All of a sudden, they've got a first down in the red zone. A first down throw for Mills. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Jimmy Graham with a milestone career touchdown number 100. Joining Curtis Martin and Franco Harris at the century mark as he continues to climb the all-time list. And the Lions are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
Jimmy Graham just made a milestone of 100 touchdowns in the career.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
We're off to the fourth quarter here on Christmas Eve. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On 2nd and 1, Mayfield. That is caught by Anderson. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Mayfield. Throw left side complete. That's Hubbard. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A very solid gain of 27. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position, because anyone could go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all absorbed their lessons.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Ndamukong Suh in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Following the sack, Mayfield and the Panthers staring at a 3rd and long here. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Tracy Walker. And the Lions are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball in a comfortable fourth quarter lead. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 97 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Right back to Swift again on second down. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw is Mills.
Wait, what the hell?
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On the handoff, running left is Hubbard. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple, down to the 15-yard line. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mayfield. And it's caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. Hubbard is in. Touchdown, Carolina. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them at the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And he'll get 3 down at the 34-yard line.
Brandon, I got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Off the play fake, Mills. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Swift going to try up the middle. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. Yeah, this defense rallies and they stop him short of the 1st down right near the 24. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. The kick by Lutz is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. So here are Mayfield and the Panthers. Down by 2 touchdowns. 1:50 to play. They're going to need a Christmas miracle to pull this one out as they've got it 1st and 10. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, it's pretty difficult to sum it up offense in a 2-minute drill. When your guys have struggled to put points on the board all afternoon, there's an incompletion right there.
Mayfield. Pass complete to Higgins. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down. Mayfield to throw. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. The Panthers got to go quickly. They're moving with a sense of urgency right now. Now a dump off here complete. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Here's Baker. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Tracy Walker. And the Lions are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to.
He's got a man complete. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Airing it out deep for Smith. It got his man complete. And in for the Lions touchdown. Traquan Smith with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Lions are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And we talk so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because
I could have sworn we did. I could have sworn we had a fumble, but okay. We had a mistaken fumble somehow.
Yeah. Yeah. Hold up, it ain't easy breaking away or being a great. They slamming the door, I'm jumping the gate. Cause I strong my stomach like being punched in the face. And an instrumental was the last time that I ate. Full from all of the bass. My ace spoon going, big son told me about the game. 20 years later, know my name. King, crown me, lounge in the back of the spot. Say homage to an underground peasant, climb to the top. Funny style. On elevators could never fade us. I peep data stain anytime they congratulate us. Goggles is worn and bottles is popping. I'm beyond Sanders on haters. This ice bucket dropping over their head with it. They should have cred with it. You either fight or flight. I ain't one for the ledge living. I do it for the one that died or fed millions. With soul food flowed and stock my bare kitchen. I'm liberated. I drew a play that they ain't illustrated. I make a move they gladly imitate it. I ain't flattered. I'm a dragon to your paper castle. The alpha and omega promise it ain't nothing after. A new beginning. My catalog like James Earl Jones, the ever living. Imagine if I did make beats that's more for killing. Imagine if you come from the south out my city. You probably wouldn't make it. Oh yeah, really. I go extra to be great. I go extra for the fam. I go extra for the cake. I got extras on the plate. I go extra every day. I got extras on the way. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. Ain't no mileage of $4. Configure the road I travel. Don't gravel that probably baffle it. Label scribble on paper, they wanna shackle it. I own my masters and royalties, you can't raffle it. Wrist drip like a mango, finger tip like I'm tango, knocking those down no bangles. Without a tango, tailor made. Walk with a limp, them bands is heavy, I need a brace. I am money, I guess the world is just a safe combination needed, not a coca key. I'm the extra lighter on the dresser. I know you need it, smoking out the competition, pouring up, we undefeated. What you heard, let's heard, we eatin', talking about extra with a splash, extra acting bad, pull it like parades on parades, extra with a slab, pay what it cost. King better add extra.
Alright, I'm gonna end it right here.